All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined by Kona Panis, one of my best friends out here on the tour, and she's actually, I don't know if you know this, but she is the reason I started my series called Nice Line. She threw this shot at the Green Mountain Championships. She went from a complete backhand dominant player to turning into a 50-50 sidearm backhand player. So I take a lot of inspiration from Kona's game. I wanted to get her out here with me on a practice round. She's someone that takes the game very serious and is always trying to get better. So she actually helped me with something today. We're gonna talk about that in just a little bit, but yeah, we're out here at Hornet's Nest and this is the last event of the season. So we wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight, how we practice, what we talk about when we're trying to practice together, and give you guys some content in the off season. So Kona, thanks for joining. You got anything you want to shout out?
No, thanks for having me. I'm excited to show you guys some lines.
All right, let's get throwing out here in the wooded Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, so we asked our Instagram followers for some questions you guys might want to know. We got one from Brock. What do you do personally to make sure you hit your line? Do you focus on the line? Do you focus on the target? Do you focus past the line? Any insight would be great. Kona was actually helping me with this earlier today, so I'm going to let you talk about this first. This is a good example, this hole right here, actually.
Well, I watched Paige's third round. Not her best round, we talked about that, Throw Pink Women's, and I kept on seeing she was just like coming through really quick. She wasn't really getting like her full shoulder rotation. It just seemed like she was coming through really fast. So I told her earlier in our round just to like slow it down. And so for me personally, it's keeping the form slow, not focusing on like a lot of power, especially in the woods. And for me, I love focusing on something super far in the distance. It keeps you from thinking of trees close, really in the foreground, and really makes you focus on the line of head. So I have like there's like a branch really far in the distance that's in some light. I'm going for this right gap with my Star Leopard 3, something just dead straight that won't go left or right for me. Little low, got a good skip, a little bit higher. I think it was perfect.
Yeah, so for me, I'm pretty similar. I pick something really far in the distance. That way, like Kona said, you're not looking at the trees you want to miss. You're focusing on something you do want to hit. I think if you start thinking about the trees in front of you, you're bound to hit them. So for me, I pick my angle, and to make sure I hit that point, I just try to make sure my body's already lined up at the gap. That way I'm not really thinking about when I'm letting it go. I'm just aiming my body at the gap and then going with aiming point in the background. Oh, that was the fast again.
It was very fast.
Too fast, like Kona's saying. So I need to slow down my upper body, basically. Not just slow with your feet, but making sure your feet and your arms are coming at the same time. She pointed out my arms coming out a little too quick, and I'm early releasing. Oh, lost the mic.
Overcorrection. Mic drop.
Classic overcorrection and mic drop. Yeah, so I think it's interesting to point out that like even top pros, we still work on things every single week, and we have to kind of like battle our, Kona's telling me don't think about that right now, just hit the line.
Yep.
But that's kind of stuff happens all the time, especially when you're at a higher level in the game.
Yeah, and it's funny, earlier in our round before our crew came, we were talking about how there's some pros who are struggling like with their putt right now, and it really depends on how you're feeling. You go tournament to tournament and you find something new to focus on and to get your confidence back.
Oh, they walked off.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. Now if I'm Paige Pierce, am I throwing a backhand or a forehand?
If you're Paige Pierce, ooh, I think I would still go backhand. So
No
for me
way.
on sidearm, this is where I feel uncomfortable, is like I'm always thinking about that tree on the left, that I want it to come inside of that.
Yeah.
And then I'll like sometimes overcorrect and hit that tree.
Interesting, because
I'm worried about that
I'm
one.
thinking of the open space.
I know, I should be.
Interesting. See, so on the backhand, I'm thinking,
On the backhand, I only think about this open space.
yuck, yuck. I personally like looking at it. Do you turn your head when you're this close?
From this distance, not
you-
too much.
Okay. I'm working on it. Off season, I'll get one.
Yep. I'll throw a backhand, I'll throw a sidearm with you.
Open space.
I do like to practice these though when I'm practicing,
Yeah.
you know, and just
Hey,
like
you may
feel
end
it.
up here. Yep.
Wasn't too.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think somebody also asked like, what are our off-season plans? And like for me, I know that they're talking about like, where are we going? What are we doing? But also for me, I'm already thinking about like, what are some things I found weaknesses in my game this year
Yep.
that I want to work on?
Yep.
And like for me, for sure, one of them is like, you know, when you have a tree like this, and you have to step out and throw hyzer?
Yes.
For me, I always either
tree.
hit this tree or late release it over there.
Yeah.
So for me, that's like one of the biggest ones.
So for you, you'll be getting around some trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's what we just talked about back there, the upshots, and obviously right here.
The backhand ones.
Yeah, backhand upshots, and then for me, I want to get as many reps as I can with
Putting.
the putt.
Yeah. It makes such a big difference, honestly, like just
Well,
feeling comfortable.
yeah, and I was listening to commentary of Elaine King and Corey Morrell, that final round of Throw Pink, and Elaine said, back in the day, women could get away with not putting well. They could have a good drive and be an okay putter and they'd win. And she's like, nowadays, no, you need to have it all. And I was like, dang, she's so right. Really? I'm more of a cake person than an ice cream.
Damn it, are we talking about sweets again?
Yeah, yes. Go to sweet.
Okay, I wouldn't have said this if I didn't just have it the other day, but we're staying with Alyssa's brother and sister and sister-in-law. She's like, at 10:30 p.m., does anybody want crepes? And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
what? Like, you're gonna make crepes right now?
Yum.
She got out her blender and freaking made the
Wow.
batter, and then she like melted chocolate chips. Yeah. Oh, that one is not gonna flip, Paigey.
Are you going mid?
I don't know yet. I went fairway last year, and this hole is the hole I lost the tournament on. So, trying to maybe just club down and try to control my disc more.
Yeah. I mean, I've been going driver, but I may go down. But it's like, why club down when I do that?
Kona Panis. All you gotta do is have the confidence to hit the gap.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what disc you're throwing.
Commit to
really.
it.
I feel confident when I have the passion in my hand. So it's like, it's kind of about like what disc you feel confident with.
Yeah.
In that
Passion.
passion.
Interesting.
It's an old school rim.
Interesting.
It's like a cyclone.
Yeah, I felt
It's like an old school rim.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, your hand doesn't really touch that part of the disc anyway. You know?
How does
Mine
it fly?
doesn't.
Straight? Just really straight?
Flip up to flat, kind of like your Leopard 3,
Okay.
I feel like.
Make your own gap.
Nice and straight.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
You're right. We want to be by that tree, but not that close.
Not that close.
Let's go, baby. That was a PD, so kind of overstable driver.
Oh, little kiss.
Hey, that's a putt.
Okay.
Yeah. Stand still. Fingers.
Do you have a putting practice routine that you're trying to do this off season?
I don't know about routine, but
Like a little game or something, you know?
I always like put like a crap ton of discs around the basket and at different lengths. So it always feels like a cold putt. You know, like I'm not one to sit with 20 putters in one spot. I like making it new every time.
I actually, sometimes when I'm practice putting, I'll putt from here and then I'll take a couple steps in
back.
another direction. So it feels like that too. What's the best way to become a more even player and to not swing 150 rating points from one tournament to another? I think embrace that if you are. It's okay because that means you're learning. I think even me, I swing a lot rating based because I'm going through some things. I'm trying to break through some things. Like, you know, when you're organizing your closet, like it has to get messy before it gets more clean. And so like if you're fluctuating scores that much, that means you're experimenting with sidearm and trying to develop being a sidearm player, or you are trying a new way of putting. I switched to straddle putt for like a year and a half. And like, you know, I think that it's not, don't think about that as such a bad thing. Just think about it as you're about to come out of the other side as a better player. But in the meantime, so immediately you have to decide, do I want to get better and is it worth this period of struggle? Or do I want to be more consistent? And if your answer is that you want to be more consistent, stop trying new shots. Go with the shot you feel more comfortable with. Don't try to throw this new disc just because it's pretty. Throw the uglier one that flies straighter and that you know better. I think the more times you can throw the same disc on a course, the better off you're going to be because you have more reps in with it. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, I mean, I also think like if you're not playing well during a tournament, you know, sit down and reflect, what did I do? Like, is it because you were early releasing on a shot? Go out to the field, work on your form, or was it because you're throwing in the woods, you're throwing high-speed drivers when maybe you should disc down to something more consistent and that's maybe going to stay in the fairway? Is it because you're putting? You know, sit down, reflect, see what you truly need to work on, and then do it outside of a tournament.
Totally. I've had bad putting tournaments where if I'm outside of 30 feet, I'll lay up and just take that. Don't stress about anything, or same thing, like just don't throw a driver at all because you want to stay on the fairway. So
yep.
This one, We just need to rip this one. This one's wide open. 800 feet. And
Hold. Drop.
Sit. Close to the edge.
Same thing. Nope.
Yeah, we both gotta
That's
re-hit
not what
that
I
one.
want. That's still okay though. Left side's better than being right.
Uh-huh. Oh, porta potty. Oh no.
Porta potty man.
Oh.
Whoops. Whoops.
Oh.
Whoop. That's better.
Yep.
I like that.
She liked that.
Yeah, she good.
Nice shot,
I think
Kona.
that's good.
We love that one.
That wasn't bad. I would want to go forehand, but it's like I don't know if I could push it far enough.
I think the backhand's nice because it keeps going forward, you know?
Yeah. Ooh. Hold. Drop.
All right.
It's not bad.
So I think this is personally one of the shots as a right-handed player that I would practice the most often is from the left side of the fairway, an Anheuser putter or mid-range sidearm, because as a right-handed player, when you miss your line, typically you're gonna hyzer off to the left side of the fairway, and a lot of times the backhand is blocked. So I think this is such a useful shot to save yourself that par, or if it's a par 4, to still be in position for the birdie. For me, I like to go slow speed and mostly spin, less arm and mostly spin. So it's just kind of drifting over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short. But giving it time to actually work out of its flight. You parked it though.
She gave me her disc.
Oh, I give you the wrong. It's not my disc.
You would have missed that one, Kona.
It's okay.
All right, hit a backhand from there.
Go in the bucket.
Oh!
Go in the bucket. Go in the bucket.
Oh!
Stop showing off. This is overstable as crap, so. That wasn't bad though.
No, not at all. I mean, also I think that a lot of people have a tendency to like get so, and pros too, like to get so disappointed when you don't park it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're still inside the circle, you know? It's all about your demeanor when you walk up to it. Like, are you mad that you're at 28 feet, or are you like, hell yeah, I got a chance.
True.
All right, so what are you thinking on this one?
I'm going high with 9 speed, pushing a little bit straight, having it slowly fade left. Height is everything for me on this hole, just because like it's not just like a normal hyzer. Like it has to like get the height to actually like get to the basket
Totally.
left.
I'm like thinking about pushing that back wall even.
Yep.
Like, and letting the disc stall out on its own.
Are you going in front of this tree or behind it?
The skinny.
Yep.
Behind it. I'm trying to hit the back wall even almost, and just let it filter through the. Even if I hit the back wall.
It's a bigger gap on the right
Yeah.
side. I've been going inside. Oh well, I like the inside, I guess.
That's like down towards the men's basket, isn't it?
We have a short basket. It wasn't in yesterday. That's my fault.
Right?
Yep, you're right.
Okay.
Dang it.
I mean, it's a
That's
great
my fault.
shot either way.
Yeah.
Just you're going to be on the back side of the green.
Yeah, this is a mid-range.
Oh, still good.
Smells so good. Oh, I slipped. Go. Nah, too stable. Stable.
I think that's all I got for this hole, actually. But when you know, you know. A lot of times when I'm practicing, I actually don't putt these like 90 footers, so I don't really need reps in on that. I'll either move it closer to a putt that's a tester, or pretend I didn't get it as good and throw from in the woods or something. Hyzer. All right, so this one,
325.
I thought I aced it in skins yesterday, but I needed it to push a tiny bit farther before it turned. There's like one blind little skinny tree.
Are you throwing that?
I
You're
am,
throwing
yeah.
a putter. Okay.
Just high, just, you know, I try not to really look at distances too much. Like this is the flight I want my disc to fly.
Yeah.
And maybe I can't get it 325. I think if I do throw it perfectly, I can, but like even if I just throw it 295,
Yep.
I have a 30 footer. Like I know this is
True.
the flight shape I want.
Turn, baby. Wow.
Oh, I tried to push it farther.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, she ain't that flippy. Dang, that's what I want to throw too.
You want to grab it?
Nah, it's okay. I'll try its twin.
Nope, didn't turn it. Those are like what, 70-foot looks basically?
Yep. Oh, I released it early. Both of those. It's like I want to throw the forehand on this hole, but 325 is a lot.
Try it. Try it. There. But that's too short. That's when I hit that tree. We'll look at both and see. But
All right. You say leopard? We'll try the leopard. She's
on,
too
girl.
straight and too long. That's why leopard, I mean like the Mako 3 I think is the right disc. I just need to actually throw it.
try the sidearm.
She ain't gonna get there though.
You don't think it'll get a skip?
Like I don't know if I'll get the enough distance.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, and when you throw it like that, like at least if I throw like a backhand mid-range, like it won't do anything crazy. Where if I'm early release a forehand, I'm in the crowd.
But for me, this is why I like one of the benefits of practice is like, you didn't think that shot was ever gonna work.
Yeah.
but you don't know until you try it. And now that you've tried it, at least you won't be thinking about it in the tournament.
Yeah, like
you know?
wondering like, ooh, should I switch?
Should I throw the
Should I throw
sidearm?
the forehand?
Like now you know, okay, for sure it's not gonna work, so you don't have that temptation in the tournament.
Surprised.
Oh.
Hit trees. I love you. I'm sorry. 6. Cool.
Got any more?
I don't know. I might decide. I might try the forehand tomorrow during practice again, because it almost got the right distance. I just need to aim more left.
You're good. This is hole 15, like it's dead straight. It's only 269 feet. So obviously we don't need to throw it as far, but we obviously want to still keep it as straight as possible. For me, what I do on that is I still throw it fast, but I club down on my disc. That way I don't really change my type of throw from a driver down to a fairway down to a putter. I'm always kind of throwing the same, just with different speeds. So that's kind of what
That's
I
how
would
I
say.
throw. I feel like back in the day, I feel like people were like, oh, you should learn how to disc like a power down.
Yeah.
But for me, I always throw the same speed.
Yeah. I think it's easier. You're not changing, like the least variables that you change from shot to shot is gonna be more successful. So the only time I really like power down, I would say, is like on a 100-foot approach when you really pretty much just spin the disc.
Yeah, all wrist. Peered it. Yesterday I was hitting this left tree over and over and over again. So
The one to the right of the Mando?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start from the left side. Come at it. Yes, let's go. That feels so good after like hitting it over and over and over.
When you know, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even care if I hit that last tree.
As long as you're out.
I don't know why this one, like, gaps when they're that late in the flight
Yeah.
are a lot harder to hit for me.
Yeah, me too. You have to like aim at something and have it. Yeah, no, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not even gonna try. Left, baby, left, baby, left. Perfect.
Oh. I'd be so happy about that one.
Mm-hmm. That's down there. Oh, keep flipping.
Oh, it did. I was wondering if you were going to go
she got
backhand or
lucky.
sidearm on this one.
Why the heck? did I
Germ
go
goes sidearm
forehand?
every time.
Well, that guy throws
It's so
far.
small of a gap.
I have a little chicken arm. Hold. Yeah. That is good.
Oh, little kiss.
Oh, I released early again. I need to take something from my own book and slow it down.
I'm really thinking about it. You got me thinking.
In a good way though, yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
Wait, totally. All right, so somebody asked about tips for longer range putting, and I think it's very simple for me. Like I said, less variables as possible. The only thing I'm changing from my normal putt to somewhere back here is how much body weight I'm putting down on this back leg. So on a normal putt, I'm really just coming like this, and as I get farther away from the basket, I kind of come down farther, so I'm pushing off more weight, and that way more power goes into the putt. Oh, still got to aim at the basket though.
Online.
You got a tip?
For longer putts, I straddle. I like straddle jump putt. I mean, I feel like you're just step putting, so you don't really change too much.
Yeah.
Where it's like for me, I need a lot of power because my regular putt, I don't think I can, it's new, so I can't spin it quite yet. So I do like a straddle jump putt and try and get more distance.
Yeah, but see how much of her legs she's activating too.
Yeah.
It's totally in your legs.
Then again, like I always worry that I'm gonna football.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So also, I actually stopped my old way of doing it. I used to do like a running jump, and people were saying that I was foot faulting, so I actually switched on even farther than this. You don't have any putters left either? We're out of putters, guys. But like even farther than this, I actually kind of bring this leg closer to my other leg and do like a spring with both of my legs. I feel like my timing's really good with it, and also I'm getting a lot of push off.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Kona. What, like, being that one, this is our last event of the year, and two, that it's like such a big deal, like with the 30K purse and like being broadcasted, like what do you think about in this type of practice round compared to off-season practice round? You know what I mean?
Mm. I mean, I'm definitely thinking more about like placement and like how far I actually want to throw it, and it means like a lot more. I think during the actual round I'll try not to, but I could see myself getting more upset if I'm not in the placements that like we were today. Just because there's, like you said, it's high stakes, yo.
Yeah.
30K?
I know. So like what do you think about like to try to like are you okay with getting mad? Like, are you okay with getting upset? Or you like try to like find something to fix that?
I'm okay getting upset for a second, but like this year especially, I've been working on a lot of breathing. So like I'll just refer back to my breathing and be like, okay, that really sucked. Get back to breathing, like take all the bad energy, release, like make up for it on the next one.
Yeah.
That's been like huge for me this year. It's just the mental.
Yeah. I was thinking, like Alyssa was kind of telling me too, like, you know, everyone tells you, okay, take some breath, take a deep breath. And she's kind of been telling me like, take those breaths when it's not a bad thing too.
Yep.
Like take them all the time so that your body doesn't associate that breath with like,
Bad.
hey, you're messing up.
Yep.
But also I've been talking to like a sports psychologist, and he was telling me that like all athletes have a reset, like a physical reset. And like batters, like he's worked with the San Francisco Giants, and like he said that their team specifically, when they get back into the batting cage after they've, you know, struck out or something, that they all do this thing where they have like this fake toilet and they flush it, and it's like,
I like it.
okay, that's gone, basically.
Yep.
And like just something physical you can do to be like, that shot's over, let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
And I just thought for me, like, it's going to be putting my disc away, right? That's the end of the shot. You throw the shot, that motion right there is just like
Release.
done. It's
Yep.
over. And then try it. Obviously, it's not, you can't be perfect. Like sometimes you carry that with you, but it's kind of nice to like think about a reset of some sort.
I think everyone needs to find their own.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone.
But it's hard, totally, when the stakes are so high to not like
Eek!
hold
Not
it.
put the pressure on.
Yeah.
Just throw in
Especially
a
on a
disc
hole like this where, you know, hole 17, you only got 2 holes left.
whatever, wait till 18. Oh, my heart. Too long?
I think I like it, yeah. Oh, well, Bob did turn around, but if I hit the gap that clean, I'm happy.
Yeah. Ah, too much.
Oh. I do want to try this one too.
It's not what you want.
Oh, I did it again.
Through. Psh, might be really freaking
Oh,
good.
did you know that there's a Mando now on this one?
Yes,
Okay.
there is, and then a drop zone.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh.
I think it's the leopard 3. I just need to hit it right.
That first one, that green one?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that your only leopard 3 in your bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the first leopard 3 I ever got from Innova.
Whoa.
And she's kept its, I mean, it gets understable if I hit it flat,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like it holds just like a really straight line.
Uh-huh.
She's juicy. Yes, let's go.
Nice shot.
I love lucky shots.
There. That's better.
Money. Hold. Yes. Sit. Good change. Get it. Ooh. Last hole. I'm
Last hole.
stressed. Hit the line.
I'm stressed out. So, on a lighter note, though, not stressful, did you ever think you were going to be throwing discs for your whole career? Somebody actually asked this question.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, what made us choose disc golf? What made us give everything up to play disc golf? And my follow-up question is, did you ever think we were going to see a freaking Johnsonville sponsored tournament and playing for 30K?
Never. No, little 18-year-old Kona would say you're crazy, and she'd be like, "Oh, you know, we're just gonna play for fun and maybe go to a Worlds." And no, I would have never thought that we'd be playing for $30,000 playing disc golf.
So before you knew that we were going to be playing for 30K, what made you? Somebody asked that question, like, what made you choose disc golf?
I was debating between community college because I didn't want to go to a big university because I didn't know what I wanted to do and I didn't want to spend the money. And I was debating between community college and disc golf. I was like, do I want to do this disc golf thing? I see Paige Pierce, I see this Katrina Allen playing all the time, everywhere. And then it wasn't until I met Colton when it was like, dang, like I could go on the road, I could meet all these people, I could play all these courses. I'm gonna try it out. And then it was like, wow, I love doing this. This is all I want to do.
I think that's a huge part of life is like, you don't have to make these long-term decisions.
No.
Like, you can just try it.
Yeah, and also my
And if
parents.
you don't like it,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, parents were like, dude, like, life is short. I've always had that kind of mindset forever. And they're like, do what you love. So they've been supportive since the beginning.
That's awesome. Yeah, my parents have been too. And I feel like I had the same kind of situation. I did choose community college. I went for 1 semester, and then I got an offer to go on the road, and I feel like I've learned so much on the road.
I've learned more about myself in the like on the road these last few years than like ever.
Ever. Me too.
All right.
Got a couple more days.
Yep.
Might be.
We do. You'll figure it
Might
out.
be coming back to hole 18 a few more times.
Confidence, baby. Far enough? Go. Nope. Short. All right. On the edge.
We'll try this because it's downhill, but
She has an interesting flight to it.
yeah. I agree, Kona.
Come on,
Woo,
baby.
I just saw the moon halfway through that
Go,
shot.
baby.
All right.
Park
Moon
that.
looks good. There.
Yeah. Yep.
It's better.
Now it's a putt off for 30K.
Putt off.
Now I'm walking down the fairway. I'm thinking, Paige Pearson are tied for 30K right now.
Kona Panis. Yeah, right.
Take out her ankles.
Yeah, right.
Oh, she lost 30K. No.
Let's see what player B would do.
No. Player B, 30K. Come on, baby. Oh, she would get the 30K. Let's go. Go. Give me that money, baby. Go take grandma on a nice dinner date. True, I should give grandma more than that. Ooh, playoff.
Playoff.
Eek!
All right, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us on the back nine of Hornets Nest as we prepare for the final event of the season. We're prepping for 30K, a chance to win 30K. And basically this is what goes into a practice round. Every time I join Kona, we have a little bit of laughs, but it's mostly strategizing. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, Paige Pierce is wearing one of my Kona apparel hats. You can get one of those on the gear.konapanis.com. And I have some signature discs on Infinite Discs website as well as the Innova Factory Store website. So go check those out as well. But thanks for having me. I hope you guys had fun. Always loved playing with PP. I've looked up to her since day one. So it's cool that now I actually get to like play alongside you.
And help me. We can all learn from each other. So thank you guys. I hope you learned something. If you have something you want to teach us, leave it in the comments. We'll leave Kona's links in the description below. And lastly, I want to give a huge shout out to GK Pro, who is always out here helping us capture what goes on in the FPO minds of the sport and all of our coverage. So thank you guys for filming the ladies, sharing the ladies channel with the world, and thank you guys all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.